Chapter 2, An Introduction to Vitamins. Before we go further, let's examine more closely the specific benefits of fruits and vegetables. And of course, the first place to start is by looking at the vitamin content. It may surprise you to know that vitamins were discovered less than 100 years ago. Until they were officially discovered, doctors knew that certain foods helped with certain physical conditions, but they did not understand why. For example, the British Navy carried a supply of limes as early as 1975 because doctors had found that eating a certain amount each day, or drinking the juice, stopped sailors from getting scurvy. However, it was not until 1912 that Casimir Funk, working in the UK then later in the USA, came up with the term vitamins, which later became vitamins. The study of vitamins has progressed since that time, and whereas most of us know the names of the most common vitamins, we may not always understand what they do. There are two types of vitamins. These are fat-soluble vitamins and water-soluble vitamins. Fat-soluble vitamins are those vitamins that the body is able to store. This means that if you do not use all of the vitamins that you consume, they can be stored in the body for use when the body is in need of them. The obvious advantage of fat-soluble vitamins is that if your diet is temporarily lacking in one of these vitamins, you are less likely to suffer a deficiency. That disadvantage of these types of vitamins is that if you consume too much of one of them, then your body is unable to flush out the surplus and you could suffer from a vitamin overdose. Fat-soluble vitamins. The most commonly known fat-soluble vitamins are vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. Vitamin A helps to keep the skin moisturised, as well as ensuring that the mucous membranes remain moist, supple, and smooth. It also helps to maintain healthy eyesight in low light, as well as keeping the reproductive system healthy and promoting healthy bone growth. Sources of vitamin A include whole milk, butter, eggs and liver. A form of vitamin A, carotenoids, are found in red, yellow, and dark green vegetables and fruit. Vitamin D is essential for the body to absorb calcium. Therefore, it is responsible for healthy teeth and bones, just like calcium. However, both are needed and work together. Vitamin D is often added to fortified foods such as fat spreads and cereals. It is also known as the sunshine vitamin as the main source of vitamin D comes from sunlight. Vitamin E is responsible for maintaining healthy muscles, nervous system, and reproductive system. It is also an antioxidant. Being fat-soluble, it is stored in the body and can help to protect body cells from the effects of free radicals, which be damaging to other body cells. Sources of vitamin E include whole grains, nuts, wheat germ oil, and green leafy vegetables. Overdosing on vitamin is thought to be dangerous. Vitamin K is mainly responsible for blood clotting. Without it, every time you cut yourself you would be in danger of bleeding to death. This vitamin also makes kidney tissues and bone. Sources of vitamin K include liver, cheese, cereals, dark green leafy vegetables and fruit. It is also made in the intestines by friendly bacteria. Water-soluble vitamins cannot be stored in the body. This means that if you consume too much of one of these vitamins, the amount that is not used is excreted through urine. The advantage of water-soluble vitamins is that you are unlikely to suffer from an overdose. The disadvantage of these vitamins is that you may need to take in larger amounts as it cannot be stored. If your diet is deficient in one of these vitamins, even for a short time, you may suffer symptoms of vitamin deficiency. As a result, there is no backup supply stored in your body. Water-soluble vitamins. The most commonly known water-soluble vitamins are vitamin C, and the entire group of B vitamins. Vitamin C is also known as ascorbic acid. It helps to maintain the body's connective tissues, that is, the muscle, fat, and bone framework. It also helps to heal wounds by speeding up the production of new cells, is an antioxidant, and helps the body to absorb iron. Another function of vitamin C is to protect the body's immune system, enabling it to fight infection. Sources of vitamin C include fruit juices and vegetables. The B group of vitamins consists of B1 or thiamine, B2 or riboflavin, B3 or niacin, B6 or pyridoxine and B12 or cyanocobalamin. This group of vitamins is essentially concerned with keeping the body functioning properly. Vitamin B1 is essential in helping the body to metabolize energy from fats, alcohol, and carbohydrates. Sources of this vitamin are lean pork, unrefined cereals, seeds, and nuts. B2 helps the body to use and digest carbohydrates and proteins and maintains a healthy appetite. Sources of B2 include fish, poultry, meat, milk, and eggs. Brewers yeast is a good source of this vitamin, as are dark leafy vegetables. B3 is essential for proper growth and enabling oxygen to flow through body tissues. It is also responsible for maintaining a healthy appetite. Sources of vitamin B3 include fortified bread and cereals and meat. B6 is responsible for obtaining nutrients and energy from the food we eat. It helps prevent heart disease by removing excess homocysteine from the blood. Sources of B6 include soybeans, beans, nuts, eggs, whole grains, fish, lamb, pork, chicken and milk. B12 helps to make healthy red blood cells. It also enables the body to transmit messages between the body's nerve cells, enabling us to hear, move, think, and normal everyday activities. It is made by bacteria in the body's small intestine. This vitamin is added to many foods, including cereals, and although it is a water-soluble vitamin, it can be stored in the liver. Sources of B12 include poultry, fish, milk, meat, and eggs. The best way of ensuring that you take in enough water-soluble and fat-soluble vitamins is to eat a balanced diet. If you think that you may be deficient in some vitamins, you should consult a doctor for advice.